It's Dr. Doofenshmirtz and I almost messed up here the word. That's okay. Hi, it's Dr. Doofenshmirtz and Major Monogram. We're here to talk about Phineas and Ferb and...
Connected Digital World.
That's what you're watching right now.
Hi, Andrew from Connected Digital World here. On the last day of E3 I had some free time, so I said to myself, I know what I'm going to do today, and so I spoke to the co-creators of Disney's Phineas and Ferb. Enjoy!
Yeah.
I'm so glad I'm recording that.
See, it's low angle, it makes us look tall and important.
Important.
Don't say that. Imposing.
Do a little cant angle on it and we'll look evil.
No, we'll do that. We'll do that afterwards.
Yes.
Character.
Yes.
Guys, thanks for joining us today.
Absolute pleasure. It's really good to be here. This is quite a place.
Yeah. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Well, I'm Dan Povenmire, and
And I'm Swampy Marsh. We're the co-creators of Disney's Phineas and Ferb.
I've heard of him.
Yeah. And the voices of
Dr. Heinz Doofenshmirtz and...
Major Francis Monogram of the OWCA.
I'm the evil one, he's the good one. It's typecast.
In real life, I'm good and he is evil.
yeah, so.
Is it the beard?
No, because we have sort of similar beards. Well, no, I've got I've got
This
the
is what makes
Amish
it-
thing going
that's what
on
makes
with
it evil.
the beard down
What,
here.
because Amish people are evil? Is that what
I
we're
think
saying?
that's what I'm saying.
This has gone way off track.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll edit
Yeah,
it,
they're not
maybe
going to
I won't.
see this and get upset by that. So
Trust me, nobody will watch
Yes,
it. It's
yes.
fine.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the show.
Well, the show it follows two stepbrothers, Phineas and Ferb, and they try to make the very best of every day of their summer vacation. And unbeknownst to them, their pet platypus is actually a secret agent who battles the evil Dr. Doofenshmirtz
Every day.
who is trying to take over the tri-state area.
And their sister, who feels that all of this shenanigans they get up to, it's unfair that they don't get caught and get in trouble for it. So she's trying to bust them to her mom, who never actually sees it.
So the show's been running for a number of seasons now. Congratulations.
Since 2008, thank you. We still have a job.
That's always a good thing.
Yes.
How do you guys come up with stories each time?
Oh, it's going to get loud.
All right, rock and roll. Oh, good.
We when they first picked up the show, we thought 16 episodes. How are we going to do 16 episodes of this show? That's like 32 stories, and but as it goes on, stories are sort of self-generating. You know, like one story gives you an idea for another story and an idea, and it's not like you have a finite number of ideas. You know, it's like you do these ideas and more ideas are coming up all the time. We get in a room with some funny people and we pitch out ideas for shows, or they pitch us
And that is
their
the-
ideas, and we say, "Ooh, I like that one. I don't like that one. I like this one, but change this." And
Having an amazing crew makes it easy.
Yeah.
You do then get some wonderfully creative people who also come in and bring ideas from the outside. So it does. It creates a little storm of ideas.
it's always fun to see what other people do with your characters because they'll go places that you're not expecting those characters to go.
So how long does it take on average to, say, come up with one single episode from start to finish?
From the inception of the idea till the finished product is about 10 months.
Yeah. It's like having a baby
Yeah.
every week.
But no epidural.
Yeah.
We've asked. No
They would say
epidural.
that. Even as the creators of the show, they won't.
They won't.
Nothing,
They won't
no.
bring anybody in.
We don't even get that little thing with the oxygen that,
That's not.
Well,
I'll see what I can do.
I would have settled for a machine that goes bing.
So you've got a movie coming out as well.
yes.
At some point.
Maybe.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
I know.
We'll see. It feels like forever, but we'll see what
Well,
happens.
it's, you get this anyway in the world of show business. It takes a while. Animation is even worse because, again, we've got, just to animate an 11-minute show takes 10 months. So these lead times are always monstrous.
Right now we're doing 4 hour-long specials to sprinkle over the next year or so for the channel.
A bunch of long form stories. We got a Marvel crossover episode coming out this summer.
I was going to ask you about
Yes.
that.
And it turned out really good.
Yeah, it's
We're
really
very,
cool.
very happy. Because, with a crossover, it can either be really good or it can be really bad. And we decided to go for the really good.
And I think that was a wise choice.
Yeah, it was. It
I'd
was.
say that's the best way.
Yeah. The really bad would have been easier.
Much easier.
Yeah. Doing a really bad special is infinitely less work.
But I think in the long run we will be happy we went the extra yard.
So you've got quite a lot of famous people who do voices on the show. Obviously, apart from yourself.
Apart from
Which,
us.
clearly,
I thought he was
best
just
voices
talking
on the
about
I thought
us.
so too.
I thought so
He's going to
too.
bring other people into this.
Yeah.
Just to stretch the interview out.
We've been so lucky with the people who we have wanted to work with, who we have asked, and who have said yes. It's been stunning. I mean, just from the early casting, cool people like we got Richard O'Brien to play the dad, which
We're big Rocky Horror fans.
so that was
I've noticed.
thrilled. We got Malcolm McDowell to come in and do Grandpa, and Barry Boswick. We're slowly rating.
I think, according to IMDb, we're the first show or first piece of entertainment to have Richard O'Brien and Tim Curry in the same appearing together since Rocky Horror. I think.
Yeah.
I think so. So we were thrilled with that.
But we've been rating the UK because I lived there for about 6 years, a little over 6 years, and I found a bunch of people whose voices I really wanted to work with. And liberally rating from them. We got Phil Jubilis and brain just gone. Homeland. Damian Lewis, who's a friend who's come back a couple of times. Simon Pegg's done it.
Nick Frost.
Helen McCrory. It's been really kind of this. In the U.S. side, you've written songs with Slash. I think of it now because there's a little display with a big picture of him there. But we found out he was a fan. The list is kind of
I got to sing a duet
embarrassingly
with
cool.
Sheena Easton.
You can't argue with that.
I
can you?
know. How cool was that?
Goldie Hawn coming up in
Yeah.
that episode. Just really weird. wonderful
Ben Stiller. We found out Ben Stiller was like a huge fan. That Christine watching with their kids.
people. Yeah, he and his wife on the same show.
So we were like, you want to do a role? And they were like, yes. So,
Don't argue with that.
yeah.
So is there anybody you want to get and haven't been able to get yet?
I'm still going for Helen Mirren.
Barack Obama.
Yeah.
Trying to get,
He's kind of busy,
he's a little busy.
but we figure in a few years maybe
Yeah,
we'll
in
get
a few
shot.
years he'll have some free time on his schedule.
Actually, his wife, we wrote a song called The Platypus Walk as kind of a promo, and they came up with a whole dance for it and everything, and we got to see Michelle Obama do the Platypus Walk
Yes,
on stage.
that was very
for,
cool. With Perry the
Pete
Platypus.
Fit thing. Yeah, it was pretty
That
spectacular.
is pretty cool.
Yeah, it really is.
So what do you guys think of the game?
Oh, it's so much fun. I was saying earlier, it's like, it's great. You just press this button and he runs, and you press this button and he jumps. That's so much easier. At work, we have to draw all those individual drawings. Is there a way we can do this at work? Yeah. It's so much fun to see them moving around three-dimensionally.
It's clearly done by people who really do understand the characters and the world. There's all kinds of little things. All the characters that they talk to. Jeep, Buford, Candace, and you can interact with it. And Norm, the robot, makes appearances. So it's people who clearly went in and really either loved the show before, or if they didn't, they did a lot of homework. And the giant floating baby head is in there. Really tweaky stuff that big fans of the show will love. And we do, because we're big kids.
You obviously mentioned the songs earlier on. How easy or difficult is it to come up with the songs every week or for every episode?
That's the most fun part of the process, is writing the songs. We get together usually in the evening, like one day a week, and we'll say we need a song about this. We should do it in this sort of style, and then we sort of figure out we want this song to sound like ABBA. What kind of ABBA uses a lot of like major chords, and they do and we sort of try to come up with a melody that's not an ABBA melody but sounds like it could be an ABBA melody, and then we give it to our composer who
Makes it
produces
sound
the songs.
really good.
And we send him something just that we record on GarageBand with guitars, and everything ends up sort of sounding either rock and roll or folk, because it's acoustic guitars with a drum track underneath it, and
With a bunch of us idiots singing in the background.
yeah, exactly. And but we've been doing it for so long, and we've sort of gotten it down to a machine. And between Swampy and me, and usually Martin Olson is involved. we can write a song in any style about anything in 1 hour. If we get other people involved, it's sometimes more fun because you get different points of view, but then it takes 3 hours. So,
Yeah, and we've worked out since we've been doing the show. It's over 300 songs we've written for this. It was one of the nice things about the game actually is that these guys went in and got the original songs from the show. So instead of just some electronic track, you actually hear the songs from the show. Which the first we heard that we were like, oh hey, you're using the songs. That's really cool.
Hopefully you get paid extra.
Gosh, I hope so.
we don't know. We should talk to our
We
agent.
don't keep track of any of that.
We've got it on film.
Yes, that's right. You may have caused a little legal action right there.
Maybe I'll edit that. So a couple of questions for you about the show then, which I'm sure you won't have to answer. Will Isabella ever get Phineas?
All I will say is there's an episode in 4th season that will make all of the fans of that relationship burst a blood vessel.
Yeah.
Just being put together in the second dimension.
Yeah,
Like
there's,
the memories.
But no, they need to keep watching this, we haven't forgotten that.
there's a
they're-
couple really great Finabella moments, which is what they call it on the
Finabella
line.
fan.
Yeah, in 4th
It's
season.
either Finabella or Canderemy or Furbinessa.
Yeah. There's an episode that made all the girls on staff cry when we pitched it. So
Well, and a few of the guys.
Yeah.
I cried. So,
I'll know when it is.
yeah.
See it, I'll be in tears. I'll email you guys.
okay, please do. You made me cry.
We got some other UK talent. We've got we did an episode with the guys from Top Gear, which is scheduled to go out early next year.
Nice.
Which we're all geeky fans of them, so that was another one that everybody ran around going, yeah.
So will we see Meep again?
We'll see Meep again. I don't know that we're going to do a whole other Meep episode soon. There's no plans for a Meep 3 yet, but
Even
we'll
though
see.
we
There
made the
may be
trailer.
at some point.
Well, at the end of every Meep
Yeah.
episode, we do a trailer for the next one, and it really has become, since the first one, a kind of like an I Dare You.
Yes.
Can you put all these disparate elements that we have created in this fake trailer into a new episode? That's how the second one came about, because the guy looked at it and said, I'm going to make a story out of all of that stuff that makes no sense at all.
Yeah, we weren't planning on making a second one when we made the first one. Then everybody was like, "Hey, we just made this ridiculous trailer at the end." And the trailer to Meep 3 has Jeremy coming in and stopping a wedding.
Yes.
and then you're like, as a matter of fact, I object to this union, and just like bizarre stuff.
Ferb jumping out of an airplane.
We haven't really worked that out yet to see.
Sounds fun though.
You never know.
Should be fun.
I really like the way you guys aren't afraid to sort of take the mickey out of yourselves in the show. I mean, for example, talking as a Meep thing on Second Dimension, Duke's singing and he talks about Meep and Lorenzo Lamas.
Yes.
That's just,
Yes.
again,
We have a couple fourth wall jokes, but,
We try
we
as long
actually
as
have
you
to
do
pull
them judiciously.
Yeah,
it's
we
okay.
when we started doing that, suddenly the writers would start putting a lot of those in, and we sort of have to pull them back and say, okay, you get one of those per episode. You get one nod to the fact that we're a TV show, but if you get too far into it, that becomes the focus.
Yeah.
And but I love the Lorenzo Lamas joke.
He was another one of those people that, Lorenzo Lamas, you ask him, and he actually said yes, and you find out he's got kids, and he's a fan.
Yeah.
So it's really nice. Otherwise, a joke like that wouldn't
Actually-
work. We did Shaka Khan and Clay Aiken as a gag, and we thought, well, that won't work unless we can get Shaka Khan and Clay Aiken.
And then they both said
They
yes.
both said yes. Yay! Otherwise, we would have had to have rewritten
Yeah,
it.
it's like I'm not sure who else we would have gotten that would have been as funny. So
it's really good that you guys as well have got sort of adult humour, not adult humour, but humour in it for people of our age.
well, that's because we're just aiming at each other basically. Our target audience is I try to make him laugh, and he tries to make me laugh. And so luckily for Disney Channel, we're both very immature, so a lot of the humor is very is aimed at kids. But we also like stuff that kids aren't going to get.
We never wanted to back off of any jokes because somebody thought that it would be, over the kids' heads or would be too smart for kids. Kids are a lot smarter than you think, and we always thought we were when we were young. And we liked, figuring that stuff out and getting it, or figuring out why Grandpa was laughing at the back of the room. worst that could happen is now there's a conversation with Grandpa about why he thought that was funny. So there's no real downside. We just, we don't include any of the stuff that would be inappropriate for kids.
Well, parents have to watch it with their kids, so we always try to play to the adult in the room.
Well, John Lasseter's quote that we just love was, "We don't make movies for kids, we just don't exclude them."
Yeah.
And that kind of is a good philosophy.
So will there be an E3 Fireside Girls patch?
Maybe. We have one of our Fireside Girls has her own sash. The girl who plays her voice has her own sash, and she makes little felt patches for every episode she's on.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it is really cool.
It's really cute.
Yeah,
When we started with Zelda, I cried.
Well, we should look forward to seeing more. Thank you very much.
thanks, and thanks for coming out. We're pretty darn pleased about it. So,
My pleasure.
cheers.
So thanks to Dan and Swampy for joining us, and why not subscribe to us by clicking the button on the screen now. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.
Greetings, fellow agents. Major Monogram here to brief you on Phineas and Ferb's quest for cool stuff. Feast your eyes on the OWCA's latest and greatest in automotive technology. It even has wheels. You name it, the ATT's got it. Wall scaling pincers? Check. Indestructible drills? Check. Interstellar rocket boosters? Check. We've got all makes and models in stock with customized colors to fit your lifestyle.
You up for a ride? Just pick a spot on the map and let's go!
Don't be fooled by imitators like Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
I'll let you have a 5% discount on all the cool stuff that you'll be forced to buy from me. Hey, the platypus, what are you doing here?
So come on in while supplies last and tell them Major Monogram sent you. Actually, no, don't. I'm not really supposed to be here. Monogram out.
Phineas and Ferb, Quest for Cool Stuff, the video game.
Bargain of a lifetime not guaranteed. Your mileage may vary.